Hey, you guys, we are back. We are back. Now, we're not going to do a review on a television show, but we're going to do a review on what's going on social media, honey, because it is blazing hot. So, let's talk about this Gail Lewis situation and what she put on TikTok. Honey, I didn't even know it was a Gail Lewis, but let's get into it because it's trending, okay?
We keep it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KoEd family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun and just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. Hey, what's going on YouTube, KoEd Ken folks? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to the video, Courtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka Dub. This is my lovely wife right here.
Courtney, also known as Coco.
This right here is Courtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships, reviews, entertainment. It's all about famous rants and jokes. And tonight, we're gonna do a story about a trending topic that's going on in them so-called social media streets. And I let my wife, she did all the research and watching the videos and with the white boys and everything. So I'm basically gonna be riding her coattails on this one right here. So here we go.
And I do that a lot, though.
Nah, this is the story here.
But anyway, so if you're brand new to this channel and subscribe yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you comment. We want to know what you think because we read all comments, okay? Even the ones that y'all be sneakily thinking that we don't read, we read them too, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. So this has been a trending topic that's been started from TikTok, and now it then went on all the other social medias. And so I said, okay, let me see what's going on. So Gail Lewis is a lady, seems like she may be, middle-aged lady or whatever. So anyway, she is sharing for her first video is that she's going into the airport and it's a man sitting there and it's a lady sitting there and it's a caption that says, "My husband with his mistress," or something like that or whatever. So, in the airport, Atlanta airport. So she decided to just go in and give us a whole bunch of videos and just break down how we got to that point. So we just gonna give our commentary on how they get to this point.
Can I say something?
Of course.
Why she had to break it down? Why she just could put everything in one video?
It's TikTok.
I know. Well, still, that subject matter, in my opinion, is 3 minutes long. A man was at the airport with another woman, and I called him. He got busted. In the story.
Oh, okay. I'm glad this not your story. You're not on the TikTok
telling
telling
women, boy, they drag stuff out.
Oh, we're going to get the details, child.
You got to get the detail. He had a red shirt on. Her shirt was pink. They wouldn't even cut it accordingly.
They would cut it.
Yeah. Nothing. They just out there in the airport. Matter of fact, they were flying Spirit. Men, hey, man, I saw a woman out there with another man. He was at the airport, and I called them together.
Okay, and you can say that, right? Okay, but then other people like, what happened? What happened? How we get to this point? So the people want to know. So
all the people that want to know is the women. Men don't care. Man,
once you get to,
I feel you, bro. I understand.
Now some men care. Now
no,
they
not like that.
Okay, all men are not.
And all women is not going to be breaking it down story by story and detail by detail.
So let's get into it, child, because that's just too much air. So first of all, she said that she was married for 25 years, and really and truly, she didn't suspect that her husband evidently was cheating or doing anything like that. I guess, he was a respectable man. She trusted him. He traveled a lot on business, and that's the way it was. So on October 29th, child, that's my birthday. You got the foolishness going on my birthday, okay?
So what this ain't got to do with you?
It's a birthday holiday, so you can't be doing all this foolishness.
It's not. First of all, it's not a holiday. It's your birthday.
It's a holiday. So anyway, October the 29th, 2022. So the husband is coming home from a business trip. So the way she's telling the story, she's just really talking to the camera, just telling us, what went down. So, he traveled a lot on business, and it seems as though he was gone probably spaces and days and weeks at a time. And, she was fine with that. So, as he was doing, his business trip and stuff like that, he told her that he was coming home. So she said, okay. she wanted to prepare dinner for him, when he get home. So she said, well, I'm gonna, she was driving. So she said, I'm just gonna call the airlines, because, when you're somebody flying, child, you can't get in touch with them or nothing like that or whatever, because they be having a phone on airplane mode. So she decided to call the airline to find out, when the flight, not him technically, but just saying, hey, when is the flight from Detroit is going to arrive in Atlanta? So that's what she was calling for. But the guy ended up asking, like, what's your husband's name? So I can look it up. And she was basically like, well, you don't really need his name. I just need to know when this particular flight is coming in. And maybe for security reasons, they just wanted to ask to make sure that this was a legitimate call. So she told her husband name. She told the rep the husband name, and he said, okay, yeah, I do see that flight coming in, Mr. So-and-so, and arriving also with a Mrs. So-and-so.
See, that's what he made me. He should lose his job for that. He asked for her husband's name, right? Why the extra information? She didn't ask for that. Why? Maybe it was God will, I guess. God said, okay, we're gonna tell, you're gonna call this guy. The rep gonna tell you, yeah, your husband fly on this plane, but guess what? You win more. He got a woman with him on the same flight. He's taking with him. So
There's more.
So it was just weird how the airline rep gave her that extra information. That's all. It was just kind of weird.
So she was just like, well, I just asked for my husband.
Right.
I didn't ask for, anybody else that was flying on that flight, just his. And so he reiterated.
How you know she was with him though on the flight?
Because they probably purchased tickets together or whatever. So don't know. Don't know.
You saying if I go on the airplane by myself, I have a woman sitting next to me, all he has to do is pull my name up.
Hey,
and I don't even know this woman, but he goes, well, yeah, he's coming, back in town with such and such woman.
Well, maybe when they pull it up, they saying that it's two flights, what I'm saying, together. Like when we go to Delta, whatever,
I get that,
we get, So her husband called and said that he missed her, etc., etc., etc.
Hey, baby, I miss you, man. How you doing? I was on the plane. I was thinking about you. I was about to buy you some flowers, man, but I maxed my credit card out, so I can't bring no flowers.
So she, trying not to, say anything. She's trying to wait till he get home before she confront him on this situation. So she tells him, I called the airline and, just check to see what time your flight came in and everything once he does arrive home. And she was saying that, he told me another woman's name, like, who is Miss So-and-so? And he was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know who that is, And she was like, well, it's just kind of funny that, he said that you was riding along with this person, or this person just gave me the name. She was like, who is that? He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. I don't know who that is.
Because people at the airlines, they do make mistakes now. There could have been a mistake the rep told her. You know what I'm saying? They do make mistakes.
And he also used to tell his wife, too, that, he was like, you can't travel with me. I don't like for you to travel with me because I get distracted, stuff like that. So I'd rather for you to just stay at home and I do the business by myself.
Yeah, that's a red flag. But if I'm telling you, like, I want you to travel with me, it's just like the circumstances just don't add up, man. That's just a bad look. If I told you, I'm going out of town for 8 days for my job. And
I'm like, baby, I'll go with you.
I said, my job, there's too much red tape. They won't be liable for you if you come with me and whatnot. Then I'm coming back home, and the rep said, yeah, such and such is with your husband. I don't even know this woman. You know what I'm saying? But now the reps put this seed in this woman's head, or in your head, like, okay, and that's the reason why you don't want me to go. I'm just saying, I'm just playing all angles right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this guy is innocent at all. You know what I'm saying? But you're
not letting me finish, so I guess you can play the angles once I finish. No?
Oh, okay. I'll be quiet.
No,
I'll hush up.
No, it's not.
I'll be quiet.
You just jumping ahead.
I'll be quiet.
Okay. Anyway, so he went to sleep, because he was like, no. So he went to sleep. He was snoring. He was sleeping peacefully. But she heard a voice to tell her, check that credit card. Like the next morning, because she couldn't sleep. She was like, check the credit card. Now I don't think I would have thought to check the credit card. It'd probably been the phone because that's what I thought she was about to say. But she said, check the credit card. Go ahead, baby.
Oh, you know, I can speak.
Yeah,
I'm
you
allowed
can.
to speak.
You're
Okay.
allowed. I'll allow you, honey,
Okay.
for a few.
Okay, but you. First of all, who put their indiscretions on their own credit card? Rude, especially if you're sharing the same account with your wife or your spouse. That's a big no-no. You either gotta pay cash or have your separate credit card that they don't know anything about. That's how you do that. But you're gonna put it on the credit card your wife knows about. All she gotta do is log in. Why you buying these roses? Why you going to dinner for two? Who this person is? Where you get this box of condoms from? Where the sex toy come from on the credit card? So yeah, man, it's just yeah, he deserved to get caught.
So when she pulled up the credit card, that same name that the
rep
told her was on the credit card statements.
There you go. So now you okay? The rep okay. Now it makes sense now. Everything's starting to add
It's
up.
starting to add up. So she said her name for vacation, Delta Vacations, trip to, and I'm just paraphrasing, Bali, trips to here. It was a lot of travel. And so her name was on it. So she said that next morning, you know, of course, I'm sure, you know, she did that probably when he was at the house. They was going to church, something like that or whatever. She said she had a Falcons game to go to. She was just trying to maintain herself and not say nothing, you know, go with her girlfriends and have a good time. So she did all that.
I give her, if she did that and held on to that for that long without saying anything to him, I give her kudos. If the roles were reversed, it was me, and I found out my one was cheating. No, I ain't gonna hold that dog.
Well, what she did a little bit more investigation. So when she got back home, because I think he said he was going somewhere else, you know, after church or whatever they did. She got back home. She pulled about a whole year's worth of statements. And for about 10 months, her name was on a lot of them statements.
Why, once again, why would you put your indiscretions on a credit card that you share with your wife? I don't get it. Hey, bro, maybe you wanted to get caught. Maybe he did.
I don't know. So she drive. Let's see. Oh, hold on, because she kind of messed it up. So I'm trying to keep it in poise. So she said her husband's going to see one of his friends and watch a game at a friend's house or whatever. So she ended up, when she found all them statements, she ended up calling her husband. He didn't answer. She texted him. He didn't answer. So she said, I'm going to call the friend. He didn't answer. She texted and he didn't answer.
He called his boy. Hey, man, my wife called you. Don't answer your phone. Don't answer. See,
I know.
Yeah, he put that in motion right before he left the house.
Listen, and then or his friend be like, listen, your wife called me. I don't know what's up. You ain't over here. Look off. So shortly after that, that's when he called. So I'm sorry, baby. You know what I'm saying? I ran to give him something to eat.
I think he called his friend before he left the house
And told him what was up.
Yeah, because if my friend, he didn't tell his friend what he was doing, and his wife called his friend, he's gonna answer the phone. You know what I'm saying? Say, what's up? Everything okay? You know, because that's what we're gonna do. If you was to call my friend and I haven't told him anything, he's gonna answer the phone. But if I call my friend first,
right?
Say, man, hey, when she called, man, act like don't answer your phone. Matter of fact, just don't answer it. Let's just go straight. Let it go to voicemail.
So, so he said he was getting him something to eat or something like that. So she said, okay. So she started calling the girl name. She said, "Who is so and so?" And he was like, "You keep saying his name, but I have no idea who you're talking about." She said, she kept saying, you might as well give up the gig. Like, you might as well tell the truth who was so and so. So he said he was on his way home. So I guess when he came home, she asked him again, who was so and so. So he confessed. She said this person been flying with you, been with you and stuff like that or whatever. So she wanted to know who it was. And she said at that time, he was like, okay. She said it was like a mask fell off his face. Because at first he was like, I don't know who that is. I don't know who you keep calling this person. I don't know what it is. And then at that point, he was like, okay.
Yeah, he had no choice. He's been caught red-handed. She has all the receipts and everything. So what more can he do? He can't deny it no more. So you might as well just go ahead and fess up and say, hey, man, yeah, that's my side piece, man. I'm flying all over the place.
He said, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, the girl, we've been flying together, whatever. And she was like, well, who is it? He's like, that's my girlfriend.
Yeah, you ain't got. Hey, he had no choice but to come clean.
He didn't say side chick though.
Well, but still,
That's when you elevate to girlfriend, that means that there is something.
oh, it's feelings there. It's feelings there.
Yeah.
First of all, if you fly out all these places and take on vacations, oh, it's some feelings there. You know what I'm saying? So, well, yeah, he had no choice but to come clean.
And I think he said that, he was like, we're a couple, we've been together for like, I think he said a year, maybe 2 years or something like that.
Ooh, yeah, that's my road dog. That's my best friend.
So she started crying, she started getting bad headaches and stuff like that, because it seemed like at that point her pressure was getting up.
That's understandable.
And it was like she was saying, it was like he was walking around the house like a weight been lifted off of him. So,
and man, I can see that, man. Now he don't have to hide no more. He ain't got to lie no more. He don't have to walk around with eggshells. That's a big relief, man. And hey, when you got that lot, reason you probably always say, y'all probably just saying, well, he didn't know about this. When I was single, and this is my 20s, man. When you try and play the field, you got a lot of this woman, a lot of that woman, and you tie a line, and when you just have to come out with the confession, and that's just like all that pressure.
Confession.
All that pressure just comes off you, man. It's like a big weight just flies off your chest, man. It's like, wow.
And that's what he said. He was like, he said, I ain't got to lie no more, and so for her, she said, she started crying and her blood pressure started going up, and it was getting really sky high, and she started getting a headache. So she said that she was gonna drive herself to the hospital. He was like, I'll do it. She was like, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna drive myself to the hospital. She went there, they checked her blood pressure and stuff, and it was almost at stroke level. So, she said when she came back home, her eyes were swollen just from the crying. And it was like he walked around the house happy, you know what I'm saying? It's like.
I'll tell you, I think he wanted to get caught, man. I really do. For a man to walk around there after he told his wife that he has a girlfriend on the side, he up there cooking pancakes and stuff, and it's apron. Oh man, dude, like he wanted to get caught.
So she was saying, listen, she just wanted to talk, and she was like, listen, I don't know what I did. I don't know, because I think at this point she had went to the girl IG page. I think at this point, I may be rushing, but anyway, so she was like, I don't know what I did. I don't know how I could have done it better. I don't know what I did as a wife. He was like, no, you're a good wife. Like, you was a good wife, stuff like that. So she was like, okay, when she heard that, she wanted to work on her marriage. So she was like, okay, maybe we need to go do counseling and try to work things out. She was like, we could sell the house and move to another state and just start over. He was like, counseling? If that's what you want to do. Because she was like, he was real nonchalant, like,
I think what you want to do. He was over that marriage, man. He was over that marriage the way he was acting. What she said, how he was acting. He was over that marriage. And the man, like, how long he was married? 20 years?
About 25 years.
And sometimes a woman don't have to, or not just a woman, a person don't have to do anything wrong. The other person probably just outgrew that person and want more excitement in their life. They want to try something different, and maybe that's what it sounds like to him, because he was taking this woman on vacation. It was something new to him. It's like he got a new toy for Christmas and he was playing with it.
For 2 years.
Yeah.
Late. But it gets, the rabbit holes goes a little deeper though.
Okay.
So anyway, so he said that, well, because she was like, well, what you going to do about her? We're going to do counseling, we're going to work out marriage. And he was like, she's not going nowhere.
There you go.
He was like, she's my girlfriend. She's not going nowhere. So, we're going to stay married and I'm going to have a girlfriend. He said, because ain't nobody finna mess up my effing money. The devil. So, he said, I don't want no divorce.
He don't want no divorce, but the wife should want a divorce. And that's what he was afraid of. Wait, so my thing is this. Okay, let's back this up. You don't want your money to be messed up by getting a divorce, but you go out there and get your girlfriend on the side. What do you expect your wife to do?
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? To sit there and take it? Of course she's gonna try to take you to the bank. She's gonna try to clean you out, and she deserves to. I hate to say it, man.
I don't hate to see.
But the point is, if you don't want your money to be messed up, maybe you should never stepped outside. You're married.
Right. You should have just got a divorce and went on with your life, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And maybe it would have been
You should still got some money for that time, but it won't be that, won't
right.
be that bad,
Right.
but still.
So she went on the girl IG page. She found her name, and I put the pictures up here, and stuff like that, because the girl done cut off her comments. She done made her IG private and all that
She was
stuff.
an IG model.
I don't think she was no IG model. She looked like her. She looked like the wife, just a younger version.
Then
like,
maybe
literally.
Maybe he wanted somebody younger. You
like
know what I'm saying?
literally.
First of all, how old are these two people?
I don't know. They look like, he got the gray beard
like
and stuff. I would say late 40s or 50s. You know what I'm saying?
His girlfriend probably her late 20s, early 30s.
She look like she got some grown children. She don't look like she no young, no 20s. She look like maybe late 30s.
Okay, but
early
the point
40s.
is, she might have this 20-year-old looking body. She might have that 20-year-old type of energy. You know what I'm saying?
She do.
And
she look like it.
Yeah, so.
So she went on the girl IG page and stuff like that, and she pulled up her pictures and stuff, and she was, of course, she started critiquing herself, well, she is pretty, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I should have, and all this stuff, whatever, her body together and all that stuff.
Saying,
so, her friends called her because they figured out, I guess she ended up telling one of her friends, so of course her friends, she got true friends, honey. They comfort her, rallied around her. She told them everything that was going on. They were shocked because they couldn't believe it, because according to her, what's her name? According to her, Gail, she basically was saying that they had a good marriage, So I guess none of this stuff. But if dude traveling over there, he probably living the life he wanted to live all the time.
People have to.
Two-sided.
Yeah, it's true. People have to understand what look good. What let me say this. What looks good on the outside don't mean it looks good on the inside.
Right.
The image a person may portray on the outside for social media, for their friends or whatnot, man, they can have some serious issues inside that house, man. Yeah. But the friends don't know anything about it. So a lot of people out there portray their marriage as like, we have a great marriage, we have a good marriage, you know what I'm saying? But everybody has some issues, man. It depends how deep and how serious those issues are.
Yep.
And I hate that this lady had to go through this, man, because hey, let's keep it real. Her husband was selfish.
So, of course her friends went on the IG and stuff like that, and she was like, she's so much prettier. And they were like, girl, no, those are filters. You know what I'm saying? Look like she done had some work done. See, so no, don't even do that.
See, right?
But she does look like the younger version of you, so they did say that.
See that right there. When she said she looked pretty and she don't know the difference between real pictures and filters. Yeah, she's the older one.
She is, because on some of them videos, she was like, I don't know how to put no. Now the TikTok, this was her first TikTok, her first video. So her first video, and she went after that. She was like, yeah, I don't know how to put no screenshots and nothing like this on this thing or whatever. And the people in the comments said, Auntie, you doing good.
They call her Auntie too. Oh yeah. See, she's the auntie and the girlfriend's the cousin, the niece. Yeah.
So anyway, so the friends were just, comforting her and all that stuff, whatever. So, and I think she was saying that it wasn't at least there ain't no pictures of them on there. And they said, hold up, I think it is. But anyway, so, the husband had told her, listen, I think what we need to do, you need to take some time for yourself. I need to take some time for myself. So, I'm going to go away for 3 to 6 months.
Oh yeah. That's the perfect playbook. That's in playbook. Chapter 5, Rule 16. That's in the player's book right there.
That's to me, single person, but not a married. Like, how you gonna go?
But this dude, in his mind, the way he's moving around, act like he's out there single and cheating. Cause you can be single and still cheat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So that's what it's like. Okay, now I've been caught. Okay, this is right up my alley right here. So, baby, what we need to do? We need to separate for a while. Take some time out of yourself. I know you're hurt right now. I need to take some time out for myself and get myself together. Get myself together. You know what I'm saying? You do the same for yourself, and we can come back. We'll reconvene around about 7-8 months down the road and see where we go. See where we go from there.
So he told her, yeah, you take some time for yourself. I'm gonna do the same. He said, but in them 3 to 6 months,
he gonna be his girlfriend.
If you find somebody,
that's the
for yourself, I'm gonna be all right.
But that's what he wants. Because if she go find somebody and be with somebody, and when they get a divorce, it might not hit him as hard. You know what I'm saying? Because she found somebody, she's happy. Now I got somebody, I'm happy. So we make him come to an agreement when we get to the divorce thing.
Right.
So that's what he wants. He wants her to find somebody to be happy with.
So basically, she said at that point she knew it was over.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, when a man tell you, go ahead, you know, I'm
Live
gonna
your
do this,
best life.
go on, find you somebody else. If it'll be okay, I'll be all right. Yeah. So she was like, you know, and that's something that she always said in the beginning of that marriage. Say, listen, if this don't work or you find somebody out there, then just be honest and tell me, hey, you know, let's go our separate ways, but don't play me for no food.
A lot of women, a lot of people say that. That's what they want.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to that, they still don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Either way, like she said, you're going to be hurt either way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether I find out this way or I find out that way.
Yeah, but he should have like, you know what, baby, this ain't working. You know, I need to step away for a while. And, you know, but I don't think it's going to work. But like I said, either way, somebody's going to get hurt. She's going to get hurt either way.
True. She also said that the girl knew about her, you know.
Of course.
She been in her presence too, because it was some kind of event that they was having or something like that. And, you know, I guess a bunch of strangers. Yeah. She remember seeing the girl. The girl walked up, was sitting not too far from them. So he must have brought her to that event, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, but she said, you know, it was very disrespectful because he been doing all this stuff and sleeping with other women. And they done had their legs up on her table, basically. You know what I'm saying? They didn't sat at her table some kind of way. So she was saying that the girlfriend and, you know, she throwing subliminal messages on IG and stuff like that. And that, don't you remember, and we talk about this all the time, don't you remember in Harlem Nights when Sunshine, and he said, so she done did a video like that. I guess she's saying her stuff like, Sunshine, honey. She told us, I ain't coming back. I ain't never coming back home.
See, by you saying that, that shows me how young she is in the head. You know, she still got some immaturity there. You know what I'm saying? To know in your situation, somebody's going to get hurt and you kind of rubbing it in. So, yeah, it's like...
Yep, and so she said, you know, sometimes, yeah, she was up under the comments, you know, firing back and stuff like that. But she said that the girl was telling him, go and divorce your wife, let her go, blah, blah, blah.
He probably telling her the same thing. Yeah, we're going to get a divorce, baby. Just stick with me for a little bit longer and get this divorce going. I guarantee you he's feeding the girlfriend there.
It don't seem like it.
I guarantee you.
You know, some people don't care. Some people don't care if you
but
married.
For her to say, you need to go ahead and get a divorce, go ahead and get the divorce, I guarantee he said, yeah, we're going to get that divorce, because she kept pressuring him to go get the divorce.
The girl knew that he was married. She'd been around, and I said that before and stuff like that. Now, she did another separate video because after this kind of went out, then the girl started clapping back and stuff like that.
So girlfriend?
Sabrina. That's her name, Sabrina. Mm-hmm. So she started clapping back and, you know, kind of saying her piece on, you know, I guess DMs and all that stuff, whatever. So she was just saying this is about him. So like I said, it gets a little bit murkier about him. Let's see. So when they first met, I guess 25 years ago, 30 years ago, whatever, he was married. Now we talk about the wife. So when the wife met him, he was married.
Who's saying this now?
This the wife.
The wife saying this?
Yeah.
So when she met her husband, he was married already.
He was married.
Well, there you go.
Okay, wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Let me finish.
Okay.
So he was married, but because I think, I don't know, numbers got exchanged, stuff like that or whatever. They went on a date or they went somewhere.
Why you still? Okay.
They went somewhere. And she asked him, was he married? Or I guess he volunteered the information and he said he married. She was like, I don't fool with married men. Like, I'm not finna get that energy over here. So no, I'm not gonna deal with you and stuff like that. And of course he said, like what you said, well, you know, marriage bad, you know, we're gonna file for divorce and all that stuff like that. So she was like, well, come back to me when, you know, when you have filed for divorce.
That's what she went. That's what she made a mistake at. The man was trying to hit on you, gave you his number, y'all went on a date. He was married then. But you say, you know what? Okay, even though you're married, not right now. When you get your divorce, you come back. If he was trying to talk to you while he was married, he's going to do the same thing to you. I don't care you told him to come back after he got the divorce, but he tried. It's the principle behind it that he tried to talk to
you
you.
saying you should let him go, period.
Yeah, should let him go, period. You should never brought him back in your life.
Take them nuggets, ladies.
Because the man was trying to talk to you while he was married. And he told you he was married. And you the one said, well, I'm not gonna fool you right now. Come back to me when you get your divorce. And he did. But guess what? He tried it with you. If you didn't push him away, he was still been trying to talk to you while he was married.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my main thing is that's how he operates. You should have left that where it was at, in my opinion. Should have left that alone. When you found out he was married and he's trying to holler at you while he's married, you should have walked away then. So you brought that misery into your life. It might took longer for it to happen to you, like 25 years longer before it happened to you. It probably happened to you before you even knew it. It probably happened to you back 10 years ago. You said you didn't know anything about it.
Right.
This time you just got caught.
Yeah. She said that, she wasn't even attracted to him. She said he was a lot chubbier back then and stuff like that. So she wasn't attracted to him.
But you still, God, make it make sense,
and
man.
And the reason she's saying this because the girl Sabrina clapped back and said, well, she was married too when she was talking. He was married too when she was talking to her, kind of throwing her on the bus. And she said, listen, if she was wrong for talking to him, then she said, I eat that and I own that. Because some people want to say, oh, this is my karma, blah, blah, blah. She said, I own that and I eat that. She said, but, it was like I didn't talk to him for 3 months. This is what she said. She didn't talk to him for like 3 months because, in fact, I told him, hey, go work on your marriage. You know what I'm saying? Deal with your wife and stuff like that. But when he came back to her, he was like, I filed for divorce. We're getting a divorce, and I don't know if she did the due diligence or just took his word for it, child. Because I would have to see some papers or something. But she was like, okay, so they went to the Essence Festival or something like that. The wife called when they was in the hotel room, and she could tell just by the phone call that
you still married.
They were still together. And so he was like, I thought, baby, don't break your ring, honey. I said, she was like, I thought y'all, and he was like, well, da da da, just kind of, messing around. Told her whatever. Yeah.
Well, I showed some empathy towards her because she spent 25 years with this man. I showed a little empathy for her, but bruh, you knew what type of guy this was, man. You know how he moved back then. Okay, that's the way he moved. And he did the same thing to you that he did with his ex-wife. So what did you expect him to change for?
So the ex-wife, okay, so let's go to the first wife, right? So now this thing came out. So the first wife saying, I don't know, I guess she told a friend of a friend. So I'm glad she finally see who he really is and who he's married to. The first wife filed for divorce because she said she got tired of having STDs.
Boom goes to dynamite, man. Boom goes to dynamite, man. All I'm saying is, what do you expect, man? You lay down with a dog, you're gonna come over fleas.
Yep, that's what
I'm saying. And you met this man while he was married. Okay. Now you married this man, now he meets somebody else. I won't say it's karma, I won't say that, but that's just how he moves. And you knew that. But you still married the man anyway.
Yep.
Ladies, all I got to say to you women is this. And I'm not no relationship guru. I'm not a relationship expert. But if you meet a man and he's already married and he's not planning on getting a divorce, and
he's not planning on getting a divorce.
Or he said he's trying to get a divorce, and you don't see no process or no proof of him getting that divorce.
So you have to get the proof?
Yeah, to me, you got to get the proof, man. Walk away. Just walk away. And you find this man cheating on his wife with you, guess what? He's going to do you the same way. 90% of the time. I'm not going to say 100% of the time. I said 90% of the time. Because some guys, that's just the way they move.
Divorce, there's no communication with the ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? They file for divorce, because if they filed and they still communicating, living together and all that stuff like that, child, that's just a piece of paper, honey, because they can reconcile anytime. But you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that say, I don't want the divorce. We're going to get back together. So I know people personally that have done that. And so yeah, all that stuff. So if better make sure. Now I can say me, when I was dating, I was talking to a guy, and as we started talking over the phone,
the same thing happened to you.
Over the phone, we started talking, and he said something about, because I said, how many kids you got? He said, blah, 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 but my wife got 2 or 3 or something like that.
My wife.
I said, your wife? Like, I said,
not your ex-wife?
Right. Yeah. I said, your wife? He was like, yeah. I said, so you married? He was like, yeah. I said, why you ain't tell me that? Well, you didn't ask. And I was new to the dating single thing or whatever.
Did you still continue the conversation with this guy?
Oh, no, I didn't. I did. Because 1, he was married. And 2, it didn't say that I'm filing for a divorce. It was just like, well, we got issues and problems and stuff like that. And plus, he wasn't like my type. It was just somebody I was just talking to or whatever. But he was like, well, we don't get along. I was like, dude, you don't need to be talking to me. You need to be talking to your wife. And then he had said something, in the background or something. I said, that's her talking. I said, child, get off my phone. So we didn't talk. He would text, but I was like, go talk to your wife. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And it was like, he may be in the comment section on social media or something, but it wasn't I finna talk to you, because I didn't want that done to me, because I was in a marriage where my ex-husband cheated. Child, I should do a TikTok, honey, and talk about all of it, because it's ugly, okay?
And the thing is, ladies, a guy, especially a married guy, he's gonna bash his ex-wife or his girlfriend to make her look like she's the bad person, to play on your sympathy. You know what I'm saying? Because most women, they have that nurturing, vibe, that nurturing what I'm looking for?
There's nurturing field. Good nurturers.
Yeah, they're good nurturers. So when a woman hears, and she's gonna empathize and sympathize with that man. Oh, man, he's gonna play on that. He's gonna tell you all the bad things that he went through with his wife or whatnot, and they expect you to play on that.
And they most of the time gonna tell you immediately, like, you're like, what happened to your?
Oh, she was this. And women usually don't do that. The women I dated, they probably say, yeah, he cheated on me. They say the same thing. But men, we don't look at it like that, like a woman would. We're not gonna play on that nurturing thing.
Because most women, they be like, I want to talk about that. And then you don't want to be talking to a new dude and you talk about the old dude. So you ain't trying to bring that stuff up.
To us, that's a turn off.
Yeah, and then over time, it may be a little that you're opening up more and more. As he's opening up, you're opening up like, oh, that happened to me and this happened to me, blah, blah, blah.
And while he's going on dates, and, one woman said, I said, okay, what happened to you, your ex or whatnot. Because I still want to know the gist of it, why you're single, you know what I'm saying?
Especially why you did, Chad, because he could be crazy somewhere lurking.
Right, and she probably said, well, he cheated on me, yada, 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 and we leave it at that. I'm not going to pry it until we get to know one another.
Right.
And okay, I get the gist of it, you know what I'm saying? Because if you keep talking about this guy on the first date, that's a turn off. That tells me you still attached to this guy. You still have feelings for this guy. There's some attachment there. But women, when a guy said to you, oh, and she was like this and look like that.
Oh, I got a story.
Yeah, and women, they want you to feel, guys want you to feel sorry for them because what a woman did to them.
So a short story, I was talking to this guy with a phone or whatever. He was like, I seen you on social media. We was among a bunch of mutual people like, oh, I love your post, yada, yada, yada. So encouraged, you know what I'm saying, trying to hype a girl up or whatever. So anyway, we ended up exchanging numbers. So we talked but didn't talk, so if that makes sense, he may text every now and then or text at night or something like that. And it was just kind of weird, like, he was like, well, I work during the daytime, so I sleep at night. Okay, I got you, get your schedule kind of look crazy. But he talked about his child's mom, like he really like, she's a bad mother. She does this. She posts on social media. She get like 500 likes and stuff like that. And she have and it was just kind of like consistently talking down about her. She keep the house nasty. And so I ended that thing for like, I don't know, it went on, maybe less than a month or something like that. So I just to hearing that conversation, but I ended up ending it because I said, like, you only call me at night. Like, what's the deal? You know what I'm saying? I get that you work, but still, you know. And it was like, I it was like no weekends too. Like all the red flags was like, I was like, why don't we talk on the weekends and stuff? Well, my little boy be over here and now yada yada yada. So anyway, I was like, okay, I ended that. I figured out who his ex was, and she's a police officer. And I ended up running into her like at an event or something like that or whatever. But he was making her seem like she's so horrible, right? When we was at this event, you know, she was like working, you know, has security and stuff working or whatever. She was so freaking nice. She didn't know who I was, and that's the scary part about it, because you know, but she didn't know who I was, but she was like, oh, y'all be safe out there. And she walked us to our car to make sure we was good. So I was just saying that sometimes they'll go into depth about how horrible they were and how horrible they are, but still in turn be still talking to her. Because I found out later that he was still talking to his baby mama. Right? He was trying to talk to me. But yeah. So just be careful out there. What you want to say, baby?
No, what I'm saying, man, you know, the games out there are deadly. You know what I'm saying? They are. So, ladies, guys, be careful, because I've seen a lot of guys get set up too. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in several bad situations. I almost got ran over by a woman in the car because she saw me, because she got mad and trying to run me over in the parking lot. I had to dive out the way like I was in an action movie or something. And, you know, it's dating nowadays is crazy, man. Now it's easier to date because you meet people on social media now. You know what I'm saying? Because they can have this fake facade on social media. And when you get to see them in person, it's a totally different person. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful, man. And like I said, man, guys, most guys, not all guys, they're going to tell a woman, especially when they first meet them, tell them all the sweet things about them. Oh, baby, you smart. They're going to butter you up and dog their ex out to build you up. And it's like, it's a way to get your guards down.
Yeah, it makes it seem like you're so special. She's trash. You're so special. Just something about you.
Me personally, I don't try to bring my exes up. You know what I'm saying? I talk about you. We'll talk about one another on the first date. You know, I might give them like why we broke up, but you know that's the extent of it.
Right.
You know, but yeah, man. So I hate it for this lady here, but she knew what she was signing up for, in my opinion.
But she said there's more, and they're currently, you know, going through a lot of legal stuff or whatever, you know, because I think this happened when she said that 2 years ago. But they're legally going through some stuff. So she says it's going to continue to unfold and unravel. So she's going to share more when she's able to.
And to be honest with you, this story is not that special. And the reason I say this is because a lot of people probably been through the same thing she's been through. You know what I'm saying? She just verbalized hers on TikTok. And, you know, I know a lot of women that's been cheated on. They man got another family somewhere down the street, you know what I'm saying, around the corner. Especially back in the day. You know, back in the day, your man go off to work. He ain't going to work. He going to see his other family around the corner, you know. And you playing, your kids playing with their brothers and sisters around the corner. You don't even know anything about. So
yep, and that has happened. So anyway, on that note, you guys, drop down in the comments, let us know your thoughts, your opinions. This is trending, so we want to hear from you. Like we say, we read the comments. Make sure you like this video, and that's all we got. Don't forget that tomorrow is Married at First Sight. Boring, but make sure y'all stay tuned to watch our reviews. If you're new, we do relationship topics reviews, and let us know what kind of relationship topic y'all want us to talk about. This was one, but somebody let us know something else, so we're going to do a video on that. And yeah, we're going to try to get back to the basics along with our reviews on relationships. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
And I'm not a good relationship guru. All I can do is tell you what my experiences are, what I've been through. But man, I've been through a lot. I can write a book this thick, man. I think I'm joking. I can, man. If I can write a book about my life, it'll have action in it, drama, women, not the drugs part, probably the drinking part. Cause I used to drink back in the day, you know, hanging out in the 20s. You know, I was military, so you drink. But my book. Matter of fact, I need to make a movie, put it on Tubi. Who you think I can get to play me on Tubi?
On that note, don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
Hold it for God first, y'all.
This is.